Welcome back to another Project Progress video update. It is Friday morning on August the 30th. We're actually getting ready to have the concrete deck in the back of the clubhouse poured. We're going to come back later with some video shots of them actually pouring the concrete. But I did want to touch on a couple of things before that. As everyone knows, we've had a lot of rain in Southwest Florida, and obviously that's played an impact on the project. Luckily, the rains have been primarily in the afternoon. The challenge is when the crews come back the following morning, there's a lot of water that has to be pumped out. But I wanted to give you kind of an idea of how significant the rains have been. I actually have some statistics here specific to Stonebridge Country Club. This year alone, since June 1st through August 29th, we've had over 55 inches of rain here at Stonebridge. In past years, that's typically ranged anywhere from 17 to 24 inches during that same exact time frame. So, I mean, we went back all the way to 2008, and we've had at least double the amount of rain that we normally do. So that's been a challenge. The good thing is we've had no major weather events. We still are in the prime hurricane season, so we're hoping that that trend continues and we have success on that end of it. The other thing I wanted to mention was there's been some questions about the opening date. When are we going to hear an opening date? So the good news is within the next couple of few weeks, the Clubhouse Project Management Committee is going to be ready to announce an opening range, a date range. We won't have an exact date to give you, but we'll be able to give you a range, and then as we progress closer to the project, we'll be able to announce an actual opening date. So look forward to that in the next few weeks. We'll cut back later when they actually start to pour the balcony. Again, this is a significant milestone in the project. It's basically one large pour they do around the entire back of the clubhouse. It's going to cover the entire balcony, which also creates that overhang area for the lakeside bistro below. So today's a great day. The weather's great. Only a 20% chance of rain this afternoon. So we're looking forward to getting all that concrete poured today. And as I said, we'll come back and show you some of the footage while that concrete is being poured. It's going to be rather noisy during that time, so there'll be no audio, but at least you'll get a chance to see some of the work in action. We're now standing in front of the clubhouse, and I wanted to show you what is going on with what will be the future cart wash area. As everyone knows, the carts will not go around the back of the club to be rotated through the cart barn and back out when we have shotguns and different events. The carts will actually be turned at this end of the building, this being the west end of the building. There's its own separate cart wash area. That's going to back right up to where the bag storage is, which is right underneath where I'm standing. And let's take a look at it so you can get a better idea. This is actually where the carts will come in, and Jason will turn the carts right through here. The back side of that wall will be the ice machine, and underneath here is where the bag storage is, which will be accessible from both inside the cart barn as well as through the cart wash area. So you can see it's an ideal setup and a great way to configure this, and that work is coming to fruition right now. We'll be right back with another area to show you from inside the clubhouse. Okay, I'm now in the golf shop, and as you can see behind me, there's a significant amount of framing going on for the locker rooms. They've started the rough-ins for the plumbing and the electrical. It's real noisy back there. There's a good-sized crew working on all those activities. So what we're going to do is just walk down the hall, and this is a hallway that leads towards the locker room, so you have an idea of what's going on. It's amazing to see all the framing because you actually realize, you start to get a feel of where the walls are going to be, where the locker rooms are going to be, how everything is going to be configured. And we'll get into that some more in future weeks as far as what the different areas are, but today we'll just kind of show you what's going on back there. Okay, we're back in the Clubhouse. They're actually just about ready to pour. It's early Friday morning, getting ready to pour the decks. We wanted to give you a shot of what that looks like. They have everything prepped and ready to go. The truck's backing in and the boom is getting ready to pour. So let's take a look at what we have in store for us. Okay, we're now standing over in the recreation center. Actually, we are now in the aerobics room. And I wanted to point out something because I've had a couple of questions that have come up. In the aerobics room, because it is designed for aerobics, we're actually going to have the proper flooring, and we're going to have a wall of mirrors. And somebody did question this area behind me right here is actually where the wall of mirrors is. So there was a question about why there's windows there. Those are actually going to be blocked in. There's going to be a transom window over the top. But this whole entire back area here on the back wall is going to be mirrors. It's going to be a mirrored wall just as planned. So just want to let you know that. They're starting to do some of the work on the roof of the recreation center. You can hear the concrete trucks behind us, so it's getting a little bit noisy. If we can pan around, you can see some of the other work going on in the fitness center. Okay, that brings to close another video update. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with another update. You can see the progress at that time. We're going to close out this week with some additional shots of the concrete work being poured. As you can see behind me, there's concrete trucks that are lined up. We're going to pan around in just a minute. You can see all the concrete trucks, which is programmed at 12 plus trucks of concrete just to do that back wet deck, as well as the tie beams that are being put in today as well. So we're going to get a shot of that. You can see the crane over my shoulder, the pumping boom that sends all the concrete to the back. So we'll close out with that, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And we'll also have some still shots as well when the concrete all goes in.